Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a nice casual game of X-Wing on this lovely Sunday. The rain is coming down sideways outside here in Manchester, UK. Sith Taker Tim, welcome to the channel. We have a pre-season friendly from NCX Draft League. We have for Order 66 on the left-hand side of your screen is Ladrian. Right-hand side is Eclipsia, which is for King's Gambit. We'll start betting. Exclamation mark bet space 1 for Ladrian, 2 for Eclipsia, and the amount you want to bet you can just type all. And yeah, we've got Republic on the left hand side. In fact, let me just change the colour, and so we can't see them. So we are playing Assault the Satellite Array. Ladrian has bought Delta 7B Anakin with Brilliant Evasion, Extreme Maneuvers, R4 P17. That is the one that you can perform actions after filling executing a red maneuver, and obviously that works well with Anakin's pilot ability. Spare parts canister as well to recharge the droid or break locks. And then we've got 3 arcs. Oddball has got Bo-Katan and ablative plating. So ablative plating we've seen a bit. That's basically going to allow him to negate some of the damage. Hey Matt, I hope you're well. Bo-Katan's an interesting choice. Where you perform an attack, if you are range 0 to 1 of the defender, you may reroll 1 of your attack dice. So that could be good for like charging our ball in, getting the red focus from the bump, and then still being able to mod range 0. Wolf is brought Ayla Secura. Ayla's here for a bit of force, but whilst an enemy ship in your bullseye, perform an attack if the defender is friendly and at range 0 to 2 the defender may change 1 blank result to an eyeball. Let's see, so while an enemy ship is in Wolf's bullseye, defender is friendly. Yeah, so basically adding eyeballs defense. And then Sinker is the re-rolls being out the side arcs, and has Wolf Pack. After a friendly ship at 0 to 3 defends, if the attacker is in your firing arc, defender may gain 1 strain to acquire lock on the attacker. And let's see what Cyril's brought for us for the resistance. So this is Commander Poe with plasma torpedoes, R4 and heroic. Zori Bliss Wartime with proton torpedoes.
Hey!
Josh, thank you very much for the sub. Dorsal turret, R4 astromech, and the belly run. We've got Kaz in the fireball, has already taken her damage card, so let's mark that on the overlay. But it does have an R5 astromech, so I'm sure we'll see that get repaired in the first turn. Heroic, R5, Overtune Modulators, Targeting Computer, Electronic Baffle, and Kaz's Fireball. So being able to choose that damage card. We've got Tezza, very strong Y-Wing. While a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 performs attack, if defender has a ship friendly to the attacker in each of its side arcs, it may reroll 1 attack die. Debris Gambit, giving them an evade, which is quite cool. With Dorsal Turret, Targeting Computer, Engine Upgrade. So it doesn't have the anyway, and then Bucket on the end, also taking a damage card for the explosion with wings setup with targeting computer and PZ4CO, and that can transfer calculate tokens. So hey Breg, how are we doing? So yeah, we are playing Assault. So you can get rid of that little line maybe. Get rid of that. So yeah, Assault. So we've got 5 objectives. For those who are new to XWA scoring, basically, if you hold an objective, you get 2 scenario points. And if you hold more objectives than your opponent, you get 4 scenario points. Looks like players are about ready. Get your bets in. Hey, Jake. Hope you're doing good. exclamation mark bet, 1 for Ladrian, 2 for Eclipsia, and the amount you want to bet, you can just type all. And yeah, so this is a little pre-season friendly ahead of Season 9 of the Nickel City Draft League kicking off. 24 teams, 9 to 10 players per team. Each round we're going to be paired up. We play for 10 rounds, 7 on 7, and then there is a cut and playoffs for basically towards a final, and then yeah, seeing how may progress and win the whole thing. So this is my team is King's Gambit. We are a new team to the Draft League, although we have just replaced the Maulers essentially. Well, a few of us are experienced NCX players, but I thought, you know, after having played for a few seasons, I might give captaincy a go. And I've got a few newer players. I thought we'd do a little bit of a pre-season friendly with Order 66. And then next week we are going to be playing the Hot Shots. So that's Aurelian's game, who I believe is, I think, Aurelian's cousins with Cyril, who we got playing for us here. Hey, he's watching as well. Hey, Aurelian. But yeah, it would be a good game. Good to see both these players in action. I know them both. Did you have a lot of nerves concern moving from player to captain? Not really, I suppose, because I have captained I've captained other teams, so I am the England XTC captain. I've been involved in captaining the various teams in the past, like 40k teams and stuff. So I, you know, and people know me. I like to organise things, be it tournament organising, judging, running events, streaming. So I guess that sort of side of life is fairly easy. I would say Team X-Wing is my favourite form of X-Wing, but it is also the most stressful form of X-Wing, because you do feel the pressure in those results. Obviously, if you've got an easy matchup, you know, you should be bringing in a win for your team, and maybe things go against you. I mean, there are very good players in this league. You lose your game, and then you're waiting for the rest of those results to come in, and you know, really sort of swing it back round for you. And I guess same for like a captain. I could be on the bench, you know, I pair the team, and then I'm hoping the guys can bring in the result, and we'll see. Just let me know, is my audio coming through okay? I've got some background music playing. This is a sort of dead silence. Yeah, I think that's it. It's always about experience, isn't it? And at the end of the day, kind of being in your audio, in your comfort zone. Sorry, I was just seeing the messages. Audio is good. Thank you very much. Cool. So players look, they're all set up. The Resistance very much trying to hide all their 5 ships in that top right-hand corner. The Arcs have taken a bit more of an open deployment towards the centre of the board. The Arcs will have a slight advantage in assault, as medium bases counters 2 ships when we will score. So the way assault works is there's 5 objectives on the board. At the end of turn 2 onwards, we will check how many ships each player has within 0 to 1 of the objective, and the medium bases counters 2. So yes, although the ship advantage goes to the Resistance, yeah, each of those arcs will count as 2 ships when it comes to scoring objectives. So we're going to see Wolf probably go fairly quickly. Ideally, I guess he wants to try and sit in between those 2 bottom objectives, but then probably keep going up a little bit more. In fact, I've got my funky pen thing. Why aren't I using the pen? I feel a little easier, but dials look to be about set, and we'll get in a road roll. Let's get going. So Ladrin is first player.
Hey, hey.
Bender, thank you very much for the sub. Yeah, so if I was Wolf, I am going up this way and probably round the rock that way. Looking for those two bottom objectives. Sinker has got a nice approach, can come in and then sort of bank towards that centre objective, and then Oddball's going to come in and also can then sort of bank in towards here. Resistance will be okay looking after those two objectives, but you'd imagine obviously the advantage is definitely going to be with the Republic, because they pretty much will control these three objectives for a good portion of the game. But it's not all about objectives. There's also ship points as well. So if Zori and Poe can come in with those torpedoes, the low agility arcs could really feel the pain of those double modded torpedoes coming in. Looks like we've got a coordinated focus onto Anakin from Ayla. We have an R5 charge being used by Kaz. Bucket fix here. Let's get rid of that. Bucket still got his. Kaz fixed one. Yeah, but it's a very you could say a 2.0 kind of Castle sort of setup, but now they are spreading out. I guess the focus is going to be on Oddball initially, just because he is going to be fairly close to the centre, or sort of close to the resistance. Rebank from Anakin, that's interesting, because that's going to force Sinker to go probably fairly quickly over the top. I don't think Anakin... Anakin, I guess, can fine-tune boost and then barrel roll if he needs to kind of get out the way. Okay, yeah, so it does a fine-tune boost. That will allow Sinker just to do a 1 forwards next turn. Interesting to see how aggressive Anakin is next turn. So end of turn 1. So we're just going to check arcs and stuff potentially, but yeah, so well out of range, but you can still spawn the arcs to get useful information, like a 5 forward is the same length as range 2, because each range bound is 2.5. So if you do spawn your fire arc, you could actually see potentially where how far you may be able to go. Thank you, Greg. I think a gift. I think a continuous sub, which is great. Thank you very much. Starting a GoFundMe for Matt carrying yourself to go to Chili's. Wow. As long as you get some beans on toast whilst you're there. I don't know if we have a Chili's. Chili's American restaurant. Oh no, there's apparently a Chili's in Manchester. Well, if it's the same one. I don't know. So there's a Chili's Manchester. I'm not sure if that is part of the main chain. No, so I've just, well, Copilot says, currently there are no Chili's restaurants in the UK, however the franchise is actively seeking franchise with potential expansion in the UK. Well, who knows, Greg, maybe I could set one up. Get one going. Yeah, Adepticon, not next weekend, the weekend after, isn't it? And we will all be tuning into 312 Squadron and watching the live stream of X-Wing Worlds. See, I will reopen betting for a bit. Welcome everybody, hope you're having a good Sunday. We had a very nice day. We took Amelia's mum down to the Stockport Hat Museum. Apparently it's one of 3 hat museums in the world. Stockport was big at making hats and obviously cotton mills and all that sort of stuff, so it was quite interesting. I won't lie, wasn't my first choice of things to do on a Saturday, but it was more for a mum for Mother's Day, and she enjoyed it, which is the main. Yeah, get those bets in. We'll be stopping if we get to an engagement phase. So this is turn 2. Looks like Eclipsia is now first player, and this is when we're going to start scoring assault at the satellite array. Oh, there is going to be a bump. What did he do? A 3 bank. Okay, so Tinker tried to sneak by. No consequence. Astera, welcome to YouTube. So if anybody hasn't already, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's free to do so, and you'll get obviously get to watch all the games back for all time. They only live on Twitch for 2 to 3 weeks. Wolf also banking in, does avoid the rock. Not going to be close enough to grab that second objective, although could barrel roll. Barrel roll might get him towards both, but may also then put him near the rock. Oh, okay. Did they move? Kaz should go first, and Tezza. Okay, so Tezza takes the evade with Debris Gambit and gets the intuitive interface calculate. Like, I think Anakin is definitely a target of opportunity. I think Zori will be happy to fire plasma torpedoes in at any of these targets. You know, fairly low agility, so a double modded plasma should be able to hit. We're going to see a focus here, I imagine, and we'll see how quickly Oddball goes and whether or not he can set up the double modded shot with Poe. Just a 1 forward, so probably not got target lock range. This is where road roll is kind of key regarding like Zori and Oddball and Poe and Anakin. Poe on the outside, not going to be able to do an awful lot there. Oh, has got range, interesting. I wonder if the plasma torpedo's got to be in range there. The Zori will probably end up copying this. I mean, that was, I just assumed that was out, but that was, yeah, very close. And that could be a real issue for Oddball, because that's going to be, yeah, potentially a double modded proton torpedo followed by double modded plasma torpedo. I mean, I guess the only good thing is that the proton is going to come in before the plasma. But this this particular one has only got 3 shields, so yeah, a good roll could see a crit getting pushed in. We are going to see the ability get used, but doesn't look like Zori's copying it. 5 forward from Anakin is going to obviously go after Tezza here. Would also potentially get shot at by Bucket. So boosts in, got the coordinated focus from Ayla. I think that was a Yeah, fine-tunes boost into a target lock. So this is the proton torpedo. Let's close the betting. No, just firing main by Litzing, so not wasting the proton torpedo. Oh no, it's plasma. Sorry, Poe has got plasma. Oh no, he has got it right way around. What am I talking about? Poe has plasma and Zori has the proton. Oh, I don't understand why he didn't look for the lock with Zori then. Unless he felt Zori was just out. Yeah. Range 1 from Anakin gets 2 hits and a crit, and then re-rolls a blank. Gets an eyeball, probably spends a force. Guess if you're coming in here, you may as well. See, the evade token gets spent, and that will be shields down on Tezza. It's 1 plasma torpedo spent. Oh, yeah, good call then. So yeah, no range for Zori. No shots for Oddball. Guess it's just with the shots back into Anakin then. So range 1 is in bullseye. I don't think he gets shot, so you may as well spend the calculate. Anakin will have to spend the focus token. Yep. Then we'll see if Bucket can maybe get his final force spent. Range 2 obstructed, so 2 into 3. Nope. Blank out. No heroic for Bucket. And you know what? I think Resistance might just get 4 points here. Yep. That's 4-2 to the Resistance on objectives, with the Republic sat on 1 objective. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm afraid bets are now closed. But Anakin has got R4P17, so I think Tezza just needs to go probably as quickly as possible. Try and make sure that Anakin's ability can't be used at least as hard as possible. Whether or not he does a 2 sloop or he does a K-turn, we will see.
Hello there.
Hello there indeed. Welcome everybody. Little casual X-Wing stream. Little bit of hype building for the new season of the Echo City Draft League. This is game 3 between Order 66 and King's Gambit. King's Gambit are currently 2-0 up. But it is just a friendly practice round, so I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here. This is more about getting some of the less experienced players to TTS, maybe just a bit more table time before the competitive games start. Test a few lists. Yep, shields down on Oddball. He will probably, if I'm Oddball, I'm doing like a 3 bank here probably. Just try and get as close to some of the Republic as possible. I guess Sinker as well could probably just do a straight maneuver with Sinker. Yeah, no, cheers, buddy. I think it seems strange. Like I've a bit of a sporting background. Played an awful lot of hockey when I was younger, and you know, pre-season practice games would always sort of happen, and just a little bit of a practice. I think if you can continue into Oddball, you probably do, taking a gun off the table as quickly as possible. Like, you won't initiative kill Oddball. But, you know, it all depends. Like, you know, Oddball could just do a little 1 bank. Jeez. What's going on there? Yeah, so if Oddball comes in to about here, you know, you're going to think Zori is going to be about there with a 1 forwards. Maybe could also do coming a bit quicker. Be interesting to see if Poe just does like a 1 bank or 1 straight, sort of bring him into about there. Don't think Oddball can get the block, and you also have to be worried that Kaz could come in. Like Kaz can take the overtune modulators, try and get the block in. But yeah, I mean, it's fairly easy. I mean, Wolf potentially could jump over, you know, the rocks and kind of get to that position. It's sort of facing here, but I think if I'm Tezza, I'm probably doing like a 3 bank over the top of Anakin. I think if I'm Resistance, my focus here are Oddball and Sinker. I think they're going to be the easiest targets to get multiple shots into. It will be just very interesting to see, like if you do like, you know, 2 sloop with Anakin, pop him about there, and you've got R4P17 to sort of boost back in, try and obviously clear the stress. Yeah, like I mean, I guess Bucket can also come in. So what's he can do like a 3 forwards, and then maybe slam a 3 bank and sort of come into about here. Greg's birthday tomorrow. Well, congratulations for tomorrow, Greg. Hope you have a good day. Right, looks like we're getting road roll for turn 3. And Eclipsia remains first player. Hopefully to go bowling with Greg. Okay, so what we're going to see. 2 forward from Bucket. Doesn't look like there's any system phase overtuned. Bucket takes a calculate. Probably just trying to keep range 1 of the that back objective, I guess, with Bucket. 1 straight from Sinker. Takes a focus. Yeah, 3 bank from Tezza. Suppose Tezza has got the boost as well. There is an engine upgrade boost there. So perhaps could do a left bank boost. Would be scarily range 1 of Wolf, I think, but might get into the side arc as Sinker. Ah, cool. Yeah, I did a little bit of 10-pin bowling, RF Wittering, for a couple of years. I mean, I wouldn't say I was particularly good, but we had a league there and got a little bit of coaching. So try to put that into use, but you know, very much a slightly better than average player, I'd say. I do enjoy 10-pin. It's good fun. Brothers Hockey Club has got a Skittles alley, quite good fun as well. So I think we're just deciding actions from Tezza here. So it looks like we're taking an evade, checks range 1, has got it, so it is white, and then gets the calculate token as well. I think it might be a mistake sitting there. We'll see how close Anakin can get. Focus from Kaz, which gives Zori a focus. Zori is probably just going to do the one forward, clear the stress. A target lock. Oh, another friendly bump. Oh, this is not looking good for Ladrian here. Wolf bumps into the side of Sinker this time. Does take a damage. And is in the bullseye of Tezza, but I don't think that matters particularly with this version of Tezza. Yeah, one forward from Zori, clear the stress, probably take a target lock. Now this could be interesting. This is where you could swap targets if you think Oddball gets to range 1. Can shoot Wolf. Sinker, like... I think a 3 bank... I think Poe probably gets in. Not Poe, sorry. Oddball probably gets into range 1. Yeah, see, that's the thing. And you can't fire the proton tool. So I wonder, do you just take the target lock into Sinker and then see where Oddball ends up? Okay, so takes it into Oddball. Oddball does the 3 bank and gets to range 1. I mean, it's not terrible. Like, it's still going to be a double modded range 1 primary, I guess. And with Kaz and Poe, should have a fair chance of taking the ball off the board. Poe's got the target lock from last turn, and we'll just take the focus. So Anakin does the 2 sloop. So doesn't have somebody range 1 at the moment. Zysa won't be able to do his shenanigans. Still do R4P17. Just a boost to the left. Should get range 1. So I think we're looking to possibly pass a calculate here. Going to pass it on to Tezza. I suppose Tezza could probably shoot Oddball as well if required. Tezza could get shot by Sinker and Anakin. So Poe first. Range 1. Does a bullseye. Hit crit 2 blanks so far. Roll with the target lock. 2 and a crit. Evade, so is going to give up half points. See what the crit does. Blinded Pilot. Oh, that's going to shut down Bo-Katan there. Can't spend the focus on offense either. But Anakin has now got range 1 into Tezza. Tezza has got an evade token, so should be okay. Still going to get hit, but not as badly. So 2 hits and eyeball. Is spending the force. Doesn't roll, so spends the evade. Takes 2 on Tezza. To roll some paint into the Sinker shot when that comes. So let's see what Zori can do next. So it's range 1 primary, target lock focus. 2 eyeballs so far. May as well spend the lock because I think you're trying to, or possibly doesn't need to spend the lock if Sinker's got. Yeah, you have to be range 2 of Tezza. Yeah, so Tezza has to be range 2, so yeah. Has to spend target lock. which gets a focus and spends for 3 hits. Oof, that's a blank from Oddball. Leaves him on 1. Kaz still to shoot. It's just going to probably take a range 1 shot here, and I mean, not fantastic shots. I mean, because you've got no mods now being blinded. Rolls 4 dice. Two hits, 2 eyeballs. Just
Range
checking.
1.
That was blinded, was it not? On.
Oh yeah, yeah, you have blinded. Yeah.
Yeah, I did put it in chat, but they missed it, so that should just be 2 hits. Cool. So yeah, so Kaz now gets to shoot range 1. Gets the extra dice for ability, and that is a very dead Oddball without having to spend any mods. Okay. And then range 1 shot here from Tezza into Wolf. Could shoot Sinker, but Sinker does have focus. Guess. Hit crit. Gets the evade, so 1 more shield on Wolf. Let's see what these arts can do in reply. A range 3 shots for Wolf. Yes, probably keep going into Zori at this point. 3 into 2, but you do have a Force and Wolf reroll. 2 hits and a blank is pretty good to start with, so yeah, reroll 1 up. Sinker reroll. 2 and a crit, nice. So I think he did use the Wolf ability to reroll. So rolling 3 for range. Yikes. Eyeball blank. I think all the shields down now on Zori. Half points there. Probably just, I mean, I suppose actually the right shot here is Tezza. It is going to shoot Zori. Just checking for any rerolls. Does have focus, so can make it hit crit for sure. Does. Okay, so couldn't have done sync. Okay, double evades. That's big. Takes no damage there, and now Bucket is going to continue the pain into Wolf. Oh, 2 hits out of hand from Bucket. Gets an evade, but that's the last shield down on Wolf. Okay. And it looks like 1 apiece of objectives, unless Bucket has just managed to hold on to that back objective. Just wait for the players. Looks like they just need to update their scores. $15-12, and then wait for them to do objectives. So I guess Republic have the centre, and then just checking this back one. Bucket does get it, so it's another 4-2. It's another well played by Seal there. Just going slow enough with Bucket to making sure that he tags that back objective. And yeah, looking like a very strong start from Resistance, taking an arc off the board. Although both Y-wings are looking pretty beat up. So, back to dials. What are we doing? Feel like Anarch has to kind of get into this space. Kind of mess up the ability to be able to take target locks. Probably Sinker, like with the 3 bank. I guess the 3 bank probably gets Sinker a bit further over, like more like over here. So 1 forward from Poe's probably fine. Wolf could just do a 1 forwards in behind. Anakin's probably just a 1 bank. Yeah, clear the stress, just bank in. Have a nice wide arc. Not too short. I don't think Tezza survives Anakin's shot. I mean, Bucket could also potentially, I guess, come in and just try and be annoying with some blocks. Maybe just try and put Bucket into this space. Tezza... Yeah, Tezza's... I mean, I don't know what you do. Because Anakin will probably just take a target lock and get 4 hits and crits. But Wolf is shields down, so like if the Resistance can trade Tezza for Wolf maybe. Certainly the fact that Zori and Poe will get to shoot for Wolf. I think the important pieces here are going to be Bucket and Sinker, trying to get those blocks in. And Sinker, I think, has to come this way. I don't know. Can you put Bucket in like a... I don't think the hard one slam does, but like there is a world where it's a hard 2 with Bucket and pops him about there. No, I don't think the 2 quite works with the slam. There's a 1 bank. You get him something like that. Not sure if Sinker jumps over the top there. That might just bump him, but then I suppose you then run the risk of friendly bumps coming the other way. So maybe it's not worth trying to block Sinker with Bucket. Yeah, no, I'm back on Republic as well, so it's an interesting list for me to see because I obviously have a bit of experience running triple arcs. Have run Anakin in a few lists, so very interesting to see how this one plays out. And I think certainly with us, you know, it being Assault, that does kind of favour the arcs, but see how turn 4 plays out. Looks like dials are just about set. I suppose the other advantage of throwing Sinker in is that you actually go and try and contest that objective, if not claim it. Centre objective probably held as well by the Republic, but we'll see if Wolf survives the turn. Trying to see what other upgrades are around. So Kaz's heroic, no marksmanship out there, is there? Wonder if we could see a Zori proton torpedo going off into Wolf. Might need Poe. If Poe does a 1 forwards, that probably doesn't get bumped. Or blocked by Sinker, I should say. Road Roll coming in, and Seal is still first player, so still with the Resistance. Overtune modulators being popped by Kaz. One straight from bucket. Takes a calculate. 2 bank right from sinker. Gets blocked by bucket. So I guess Wolf is the one that's going to come charging over the top, but Kaz will get the opportunity to sit in that space first. One forward from Tezza will be able to do the evade calculate. Don't expect Tezza to survive, but I think it's your best chance, isn't it? Because if Anakin can only do 2 damage. Wow, hard 2 from Kaz as well. Everybody's kind of turning out the space I thought everybody's going to be occupying. Possibly target locks Anakin here, unless you want to keep focusing on arcs. Just trying to see where the calculators have gone there, because possibly disappeared, but we know Overtunes was popped. TTS doing TTS things. Yeah, I think I've seen Debris Gambit used before, obviously on a 1 agility ship. It's a so-so upgrade, but his defense dice have been pretty bad as well, so being able to roll those evades does help. Looking for a target lock with Kaz. Probably just line up focus fire on sinker versus potentially getting some good shots into Anakin. Yeah, okay, going to go into Anakin. Has got spare parts canister, so could choose to break locks. So spare parts canister is spend as an action. You can spend 1 charge to recover a charge on one of the equipped droids, or spend a charge to drop the spare parts, then break all locks assigned to you. Wolf jumps over the top. You know what? That is very close to the 1 forward from Poe fitting, and Commander Poe's ability is up. So, guess as long as Zori doesn't block Poe, you could see a focus into a target lock. Yep. So Zori's going to copy Wolf's focus there and do the hard turn and keep. Oh no, it clears the stress because it's blue. Nice. And then it's a friendly bump for Poe. Does take a damage, so that was... Yeah, it did do the 1 straight. Okay, so I was hoping there wouldn't be an arc there. Oh, lost a shield. Anakin does the 1 bank in. Probably not going to care about the target lock from Kaz this turn. Could drop the spare parts. Yeah. Goes the target lock. Try and get Tezza off the board. Looking for a calculate pass. Does not have Poe Dameron. Passing to Zori. Don't suppose. Maybe keeping it on yourself is actually not bad, because you might be the only shot for sinker. Yeah, like I don't think sinker's got any other shots. I think keeping the calculate yourself is actually not a terrible idea there. So Poe, gonna go range 1 into Wolf, so no mods for Poe here. Rolling 4. Gets 2 hits out of hand. 1 eyeball, so could spend the force here. Doesn't need to keep it for Ayla's ability. I think that just happens anyway, so not a bad idea to spend it and try and keep half points. There's no veteran tail gunner here, so he's only got one shot anyway, so it's going to take both. Interesting. Give up half points. Ayla's ability. While an enemy ship in your bullseye performs attack, if the defender is in a friendly and at 2, defender may change one rank to another. Anakin gets 2 hits, 2 blanks, so we'll spend the lock. Needs to see one more paint to guarantee it, and yet gets the full string. And Tezza will go down. So, Zori next. Interesting to see if Zori takes a range 0 or maybe tries range 2 into Sinker maybe. No, gonna go range 0. So no mods from the range 0 shot. Singular crits. So we need to see paint from Oddball here, from Wolfside, and gets an evade. Hi Grynet, yep, welcome. Nice friendly game from NCX Draft League pre-season friendly between Order 66 and King's Gambit. We're going to see a target lock spend from Kaz into Anakin. Gets a blank, but spends a calculate to get 2 hits. 2 eyeballs, so we're going to see 2 force being spent here. Or see some shields. Gonna spend 1, take 1 bullets into Anakin. Okay, yeah, you played Piotr. Okay, hope that was a good game. I think he enjoyed it anyway. It's good to get some practice in before your competition starts. Yeah, I'm playing Tuesday evening. So, Wolf, what did he have? I guess he's got Poet range 1 with a focus, but it hasn't got the reroll. Could shoot Kaz or Bucket range 1 out the back. So he is going to shoot Bucket. Yeah, this is Bucket might regret passing that calculate over now. So recharges ability to roll 4 dice. Oh, not great. 2 hits, 2 blanks. One evade, 1 more damage into Bucket. So, yes, Sinker next, but only has the range 0 shot into Bucket. 2 hits again. More damage, that should be half on Bucket. Then Bucket's range 0 back into Sinker. Sinker still has a focus token. Hit crit coming in from the angry little droid. And both of that is going in. Go down 2 shields. So this will be interesting to see objectives. It might be completely tied up at this point, but it all depends if Wolf is still range 1 at the centre there. Score. Add it up. Okay, and Sinker is just going to use Wolfpack ability to take a target lock. Yeah, Sinker did take the red focus, so can't do a K turn. Wolf can do a K turn. Wait for the players to work out their scores. Yeah, it was interesting to see what the new content from XWA will look like. So yeah, 25, 21, and then objectives. So I think the one that Poe sat on is contested by Wolf. Wolf is range 1, so I think that's 4-0 to the Republic. Yeah, because 2 small bases, 1 medium base contest that top one, so that'd be 4 points for Ladrian. Makes it a 25-25 game at the end of turn 4. Yep, I imagine Nick will have a few teasers for you at Worlds, so be sure to tune in. And hopefully we can all support Nick and the live stream. It's really important we do continue to support the live streamers. I don't say that for any particularly selfish reasons, but if we can encourage certainly more in-person streaming, like it's all very easy to do the TTS streaming like I'm doing now, but I think it is quite important for us to try and encourage in-person play and stream it where possible. So I'm happy to make a few more European trips if we can. I know Nick will continue to stream some of the System Opens and events coming from USA. But don't forget we've got regionals coming as well. A new tier in the organised play calendar. So basically anybody can run a squad championship, and then we're taking applications for regionals and System Opens. We're probably going to see, we will see more regionals than System Opens. You might see some System Opens from this year or this season actually become regionals next year because they're not quite big enough to make a System Open. But then you may also see more people get a regional with our System Open. Encourage that sort of next step of the organised play, and then the System Open we can focus on those big events that happen once or twice in a country in a year, and then who knows, maybe we have bigger events to come before Worlds. We need to have a little chat amongst the organised play team. So if you head across the XWA website, so if you !XWA in chat, that will bring up all the useful links, and there's some forms for tournament organisers they can fill out to apply for events. I think we need to update the organised play document as well, but yeah, it'd be good to see Nordics get up there. Like, even if you don't think you can do a System Open, like the regional will be designed, I think minimum 16 players. So if you think you can get 16 players, then yeah, apply for a regional. So we're heading into turn 5 very soon. I haven't really talked tactics this turn, have I? I mean, surely Wolf is a K turn, so puts him about back here somewhere. Because it's a 4 straight for the K turn, you know that you'll still be within range 1 of that objective. That's quite important there. Like, Sinker's interesting because Bucket moves first. I wonder if it's just a 1 straight from Sinker. Could be interesting. I mean, Bucket could just perhaps... Bucket could maybe just move here. Let's try and get in the way of Anakin, maybe like a 1 bank. And then Anakin could just do like the K-turn, sort of flip around to that position, but then I guess you run the risk of being flanked by Poe. Resistance still first player in turn 5. Okay, 2 straight from Bucket. Part of me wonders if you just slam at this point and just try and get distance, but he's taking a calculate. I mean, Bucket's cheap. What's he, 6 points? Ooh. Hard turn from Sinker. We'll get range 1 of that objective. Keeps his strain. Probably will be able to shoot Kaz, but we shall see.
I will fight you in an octagon, child.
Oh, Mark Packer Hughes, thank you very much for the donation. Do appreciate it. So we still got about a little under $200 to go to clear the funding goal for the equipment and flights to Warsaw. If we do get there, there is a giveaway. Don't have it set up on the screen, but I'll show you guys. But there's basically a full playset of the Grand Tournament white acrylic movement and range templates, a full playset of World's dice. Okay, Wolf takes us the range, the one straight bump. Yeah, certainly keeps him relevant for this turn. That blocks Zori. Good red focus with Zori. Wonder if Poe's just done a one straight now as well and will friendly bump. This is it. This is what I love about X-Wing though, is like surely the K turn was the obvious move from Wolf there, but you decide not to do it because perhaps it is too obvious. And now he could potentially screw up all of Cyril's plans. So takes a red focus from the bump. Oh, does a two straight. Nice, okay. So does the two straight, which only counts as bumping Wolf, so does get the red focus there. Hard one for Mannequin. Oof, okay. So, Kaz and Bucket are out of arc. Oh, does the one bank fine tunes boost fit there? I don't think so. I think you probably just clip Sinker, but that is really close to fitting. Hello, Mighty Southside Bandits. Hope you're well. Yeah, if that fits, like, you could... Zori. So Zori's got 4 health left. Barrel right boost left. Nah, that doesn't fit at all. That puts... Barrel right puts you about... Oh, he's got extreme maneuvers, hasn't he? Okay, so maybe actually with extreme maneuvers. Yeah. So, puts you... right here. It's tight, but should fit. Does cost you 2 force to do, I guess, though. That's if you do it as the fine tunes. And he's only got 2 force available. So he could target lock as his action. Oh wait, no, sorry. Yeah, you'd fine tunes the barrel roll. You'd then action boost and spend a force to make that the hard one. So yeah, you'd actually spend 2 force and not be able to do it. So okay, going for a target lock. I guess okay, you're gonna lock Poe. Nice. Poe or Zori, but I guess you got the range 1 shot from Wolf as well, who has a red focus and his ability. So calculate passing. Again, would maybe keep it on Bucket. Like, I don't think Zori's going to be the target here. Like, Sinker's got a range 1 shot into Kaz, but could shoot Bucket. Kaz is strained. Can't pass it to Poe, which is the other person that would really benefit from it. So I don't think they're shooting Zori. Like, if he's target locking Poe, you'd imagine Wolf's going to shoot Poe and Anakin's going to shoot Poe. Sinker has got the target lock on Bucket as well, so yeah, I think that's probably worthwhile. Okay, this is a big shot then. So range 1 into Wolf from Poe. 4 dice with just the focus. Yikes, hit eyeball. Probably just going to leave it a hit, I think. keep the focus for defense. Gets an evade, so no damage. Range 3 then, Poe, Anakin to Poe. 3 dice on 3. Target lock and 2 force for Anakin, but just rolls hit and 2 crits. Poe says, ugh, 1 evade. So 2 shields on Poe. Zori. Range 2 into Anakin. Spend the focus for 1. Oof, Anakin 1 eyeball probably takes. Yeah, spends a force. Evade. No shots from Bucket or Kaz, so Wolf. Now, Wolf could take a range 1 out the back, but I feel now that you've got shields down on Poe, that's the obvious choice. You've got the camera doing. Way in. Yeah, okay, so 2 hits, 2 blanks. Wolf ability, reroll 1 out the front. Oh, into a blank. That's unlucky for Wolf. And Poe, only 1 evade, so I think takes a damage and gets halved. Oh, I think there was a sinker reroll as well. And reroll the defense dice, fine. That's a damage on Poe anyway, so it does a damage. I think there was a sinker reroll. So then it should be sinker's shot. Which I think you just go into Bucket here. Like you could take the range 1 shot into Kaz, but you've got the target lock into Bucket. Kaz is strained, but you've got an R5 on Kaz as well. Do you think the Republic are going to have to disengage next turn, though? So we are going to see them having to fly out. Sinker's maneuver could be quite interesting. So it is going range 1 into Kaz. 1 crit. So Kaz is strained. It gets the evade. So, yeah, I think, although it's a range 1 shot, I thought the target lock would have made it a bit better. But I think possibly Kaz is going to... And now, so both the arcs are stressed. I mean, Wolf, I guess, just sticks on a 1 forward and sits there. Still going to be 4-2. Did Wolf have the centre, actually? Wolf had the centre as well, so with Kaz there. So I think that's 4-0 to Ladrian again. Yep, 36 plays 25. But now this is the issue, like, so Sinker has to do the hard 2 here, I think. Like, you're stressed already, so if you do a blue maneuver and hit that debris, you'll get stressed again, so Sinker is then out of the game. Sinker's full health as well. Well, not full health, but pretty full health. Wolf can do the 1 forwards. Interesting to see where Anakin ends up, though. I guess the 1 bank probably is fine. What's Kaz going to... Kaz could do a 3 Talon, or could just do like a hard 1. Interesting to see maybe if Zori's hard too. Probably jumps over Wolf into space in between. So, like, you could do the hard 2 with Zori and pop her into some sort of space around there. Her arc would be facing this way. Possibly gets a good block into Anakin, who is, I think, out of force. I mean, like, Kaz could do the slam. Oh, done again. But yeah, I mean, Kaz could come around potentially. I guess Bucket could also just do a hard turn round. Oh, potentially tries to come across. But yeah, I think Sinker has to kind of turn out, stays stressed, then potentially comes back round again. 2 bank might fit. Yeah, that's it. Multiple arcs on Anakin. He can shoot somebody and possibly kill one of the lower health ships, but you know, the fire in return will potentially do damage. So he's okay. So Anakin's got 2 force, 2 shields. 2 bank probably fits. Yeah, it probably does fit, but then again, you're just further in that corner though, aren't you? Like, if the 2 bank fits, it probably puts you something like that. And then what do you do next turn? Like, yeah, you can do the 2 bank there, but yeah, maybe you can K-turn next turn? Very brave player who does that. Very, finally Republic go back to being first player for a bit. So this is turn 6, Adrian's first player. Let's see what players are doing. So looks like Bucket is slamming out and going after an objective. Getting some distance from those arcs at least. Oh, the 1 bank fits. I was not convinced that that fit, but that's a bit better, I guess. I think the 4K does fit. So moving the target lock onto Zori. I'm not sure if you just did a sub there, Grynet, but thank you very much if you did. What's that? 2 bank from Wolf, so that'll clear the stress. Must be coordinate a focus onto Sinker. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't actually pop up on the overlay. Came up in chat. To have a check on that. So Talon roll from Kaz while it sings. There's the hard 2 Zori. Possibly still in Wolf's arc there. Might just be. I'd want to move that charge token to have a look properly. So probably just out of arc. Then you have got obstruction versus Sinker. It'd be interesting though if you're range 2 with Sinker there. Blocking Anakin seems like a waste because surely he's going to bump. If he's... He might do a hard one there, I guess, but you're most likely blocking. But I mean, maybe taking a lock in the Sinker and maybe you get the proton torpedo. So he's going to take the lock. I suppose Kaz and Zori are both range 1 of that center objective as well. Oh, I think we did see that Sinker was range 2. 2 bank from Anakin is blocked. So has Poe just done like a 1 bank here? He has. So he clears the stress. He'll be able to do a focus action which Zori can copy and then take a target lock himself. Probably just go in target lock into Anakin, I guess, and just... Cheers, yeah. I think Greg did a really good job of getting the kind of my thoughts for the team intro. Trying to put it onto some ships. But yeah, okay, so let's see now. So who's got a lock? So Anakin has still got a lock on Poe. I think he had that still from last turn. Range 1 from Anakin. Hit eyeball 2 blanks. Felt like he may have used that last turn. Spends the focus for 4. Gets 2 evades, so 2 damage into Poe. Poe's alive on 1. So Poe range 1 back into Anakin. Spends the lock. Well, 2 hits and a crit. Oh, was it? Yeah, range 3, wasn't it? Yeah. Cool. Anakin rolls 2, but does take 2 shields, so that is half points on Anakin. So that is something at least. This could be a big shot. So it's going to be a proton torpedo coming in from Zori into Sinker. And Sinker will get 2 agility because of the obstruction. Oof, okay, just 3 hits or 2 and a crit. Obstructed. He was straight. Just a quick one. Was that obstructed, or did he have a strain still?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's obstructed, so you have 1 more dice.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, you didn't have the strain. Yeah,
Doesn't.
Okay.
No. I tried. So hit crit, so that'll give up half, and it's loose stabilizer. Oh, if he doesn't want that in that position, I guess he just has to accept the fact that he has to take the damage from loose stabilizer, probably. I imagine has to go next. Does have range 1 into Poe and can flip his charge to make that 4 dice. So could lose Poe here. Camera do. So rolling 4 into Poe. That's looking bad for Poe. Spends it to kill Poe. But we've still got the Kaz shot into to Anakin. I imagine into Anakin, unless... No, he's got half points on both arcs. I think going into Anakin's the right call here. Like, Anakin's got 2 force, but if you can make him spend some force... I mean, does Zori just... Yeah, Zori's still got 1 more proton torpedo, so Zori could potentially just go 1 forward to fire the proton torpedo here. Hit crit eyeball. I guess that's into Anakin. But the crit is going in. No, it's into Wolf. And it's a panicked pilot into Wolf. Oh. Imagine if you'd got that into Anakin. You'd been triple stressed at that point. So that's there, and panicked pilot. Sinker's shot now. There's that panicked pilot. Oh, no, it wasn't. Nothing there from Sinker. Zori is stressed. So Zori can do like a 1 forwards, I guess. Hop over, probably fire another proton torpedo at Sinker. Should be 2 on objectives, I think. 2 objectives apiece. 45 to 40. Camera, but never mind. Yeah, so yes, the camera has got like AI and stuff, and I think occasionally if it just gets knocked, it decides to take over. So, Cyril is 5 points down. Both arcs are, I guess, facing away. Like I don't think Wolf can stay within. No, Wolf can't stay within range of that objective. Sinker can stay within range of that objective. So it's 6 points for killing Sinker. But I think the Sinker probably just has to do a one straight here. I don't think if you do anything else, you risk the chance of giving up half points. You make it easier to get killed if we're giving up half point. So I think you just do a one forward with Sinker. Wolf potentially does a hard 2. Just stay stressed. You know, can Wolf get his arc to come round? If Wolf comes round to here and Zori jumps forwards, you know, do you then get Wolf shooting that way? You could just do the K-turn at that point with Sinker. Take the 1 damage. You do risk the fact that if you take 1 damage that you may just die to a proton torpedo, but it's probably a single modded proton torpedo. Can Bucket get both of those? Yeah, I think Bucket can probably get both. I think Resistance probably outscore Republic anyway on objectives this turn, because Centre at worst will be contested. I suppose actually, yeah, if Bucket can hold 2, that gets you 4 points. But I think either way, you need to kill. You either need to kill Anakin, or you need to kill one of these arcs, don't you? Because you're 5 points behind. So whether or not you get 2 or 4 an objective, I don't think really matters. Zori has already given up half. Kaz hasn't, but is unlikely to give up half, I guess. So yeah, it may just come down to a single modded proton torpedo from Zori into Sinker, maybe. Unless Zori could maybe manufacture a shot into Wolf. The Wolf is a bit easier to kill. Has got a force though. I mean, I guess the only good thing is that Anakin can't probably get guns to bear on Zori as well. Dials have been set, so we'll wait for a road roll. It's going to be a very close finish, whatever. And I do appreciate both players playing on stream. And I appreciate all you tuning in, so thank you very much for watching the stream today. Hopefully with NCX kicking off soon, we'll have a few more games to bring you. And if you weren't aware, were worried, yes, I do have Luna with me. It's sat in her bed, being all angry, as she is often to do. She's okay. Waiting for the players now, so I think time is going to go off. So last turn, road roll. Turn 7. Ty, or was that only one person? Okay. So back to Resistance's first player. Bucket's just going for the one objective. Going on with my camera. That one. Luna. One forward from Sinker. Doesn't trigger loose stabilizer, takes a focus. Like, a ship has to fall. Like, you could try and kill Anakin. That is the other option. But okay, so Kaz is going for 2. But yeah, maybe didn't want. Maybe thought Bucket might be a threat for Anakin. So he does the hard 2 for Wolf. Nice. Okay, so it is blue, I guess. Does a 2 bank. This could be a bit spicy. But so now, do you go into Wolf? One less damage to do. Doesn't matter which arc you kill. So Zori is 6 for half. Yeah, both these arcs are 6. So yeah, you don't want to be trading if you can help it. You definitely want to try an initiative kill a ship, so I think, well, I suppose Kaz can shoot Wolf as well. Gonna take a focus. Okay. Hard one from Anakin. Stay stressed. I suppose you can shed the stress and then do a red focus, but oh no, he didn't fully execute, did he? Pretty sure. Yeah, fully execute. So I think this is range 0 and gets nothing. So Zori, yeah, has to go into Wolf here. So 3 with a focus. Probably spend it. Like, you've got 1 defense dice. I think yeah, okay, he's not doing it. Okay, so hit crit goes in. So Wolf could die. Has got the Kaz shot first. Disable power regulator. Maybe if you'd fired Kaz first, you would have known if you needed to spend the focus there or not. So Wolf is obstructed range 3 in bullseye. So I think that's 3 on 3. Was there a focus on Kaz? There was a target lock on Kaz, okay. For 3 hits, wow, okay, 1 blank kills Wolf, but I think Wolf gets to shoot. Okay. Takes 1 and dies. Yeah, I think that's simultaneous fire with Kaz, isn't it? Yeah, so I think the big thing there is, like, if you spend the focus on offense, there's a chance you initiative kill Wolf and don't take this shot back. Like, with both Wolf and Sinker shooting, I think you lose. Sorry. Wolf has what, single reroll and a force. So range 1, Wolf into Zori. Oof. Well, that hurt. So Wolf re-roll the blank. Yep, and then spend a force for 4. You're dead anyway, so you may as well. And this could just kill Zori. Does get the evade, so keeps everything interesting. Live on 1. The Sinker's target lock, focus, and 3 dice. So it's be a massive amount of variance against Ladrian here to not kill Zori. I think that is a dead sorry. And that will give Republic the win, I believe. So they can just check the objectives once they've done a score. Yeah, well played both players. Looks like Anakin has come in to contest that, so 2 points each on objectives. Sinker holding 1, Bucket holding 1. So yeah, if Bucket had come down and sat between the 2 objectives here, that would have given Cyril another 2 points. But that would have only gotten to 50. So yeah, the trade there was big. I think that was yeah, no, Luna she's such a happy little cat, but she looks so angry. There we go. Right, well, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thank you to Mark for another little donation. Very much appreciated. Helps us towards the funding goal. When we hit the funding goal, this is the prize fund the prize that will be given out. So it's a full playset of the white acrylic AMG Grand Tournament templates. We have a full playset of the world's red and green dice, the slightly marbled ones, I think 2025 dice, and metal XTC objective tokens and markers. And we'll continue to do some giveaways for subs, etc. Right, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the game. If you did miss the start of it, is available to watch back, as are the games I stream from Post System Open, Civ Taker Open. If you haven't done already, do subscribe on YouTube, and you'll see them. All the videos are in the live section, and you'll be able to see those. But a big thank you to Ladrian and Eclipsia for playing on stream. This is just a friendly game, but really excited for Nickel City Draft League to kick off again. We will have some more games over the next week or two. King's Gambit's playing Order 66 and a little friendly this week, and then we're playing Hot Shots next week. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one soon.